Within this highly industrial-looking packaging contains the ZeroLemon ZeroShock. This is an iPhone 6 battery case with a whopping 4,600 mAh, making it the largest capacity iPhone 6 battery case in production in the world. So it has a lot of juice, which means that if you're traveling and you want something to extend the life of your iPhone for playing back videos, for taking calls, for playing back games, it's certainly going to be the case for you. It's also a very, very rugged case, which offers a lot of protection in terms of dust, rain, and shock. So it's a great ruggedized case that rivals the performance from more expensive models from companies like OtterBox. And this case actually retails for $60, which for a 4,600 mAh case seems to be a pretty good value, and you can purchase it directly on Amazon.com. However, will there be any trade-offs to having such a large battery? We're going to have to take a look at that in our upcoming review. So taking a look at the packaging here, again, it's pretty interesting here. We haven't really seen a packaging like this for a battery or a cell phone case before. It has a 180-day warranty for the product, so if you have damage to your product under typical usage, you can return it within this warranty period, and you can charge it for 12 hours before using it, and then you can recharge it after you're done using a built-in micro USB port, which you'll see that inside the packaging. So in here we have access to the actual case itself. We'll take a look at that in a moment. And we also have access to some accessories. So in the accessory department, we have access to a built-in screen protector, which is a nice freebie that's included. It allows you to protect your iPhone before being placed inside the case. There's also a cleaning cloth and also a card to remove any dust or debris from your iPhone when applying the screen protector. You also have access to a full instruction manual that is printed in full color, as you can see here, which is pretty nice, and it shows you how to insert the actual case inside, how to remove the battery, how to exchange the battery, and we'll discuss those elements in our review. There's also access to a warranty card for more information. And finally, we have access to two components. One is a 3.5mm headphone extender, like most current iPhone 6 battery cases on the market, because the actual ports are recessed due to the lightning port being where the actual battery needs to be connected to draw power. In order to access the iPhone's headphone port, you need to plug in this extender onto the side here, and then this connects to your iPhone on the inside, and then the other side is where you would need to plug in a pair of 3.5mm headphones. So it's a bit awkward to use, but at least it's thrown into the packaging. And also there's a pair of generic micro USB charging cables for you to charge up the battery case whenever you need to do that. Taking a look at the design of the actual casing, as you can see, it's a chunky, massive case, but there's a good reason for that. It's extremely rugged, so it offers a high degree of protection in addition to offering, again, the world's highest capacity in a battery. It also includes this interesting belt clip, which adds another layer of protection, and it clips onto your belt or any pockets, but it's, again, going to be quite hefty in terms of the weight. It's going to be also interesting to see, if this is going to be something that people are going to find easy to take with them on the go. But it also includes a 360-degree swiveling design, so you can actually rotate the clip to any angle you want, which is pretty nice, and it's pretty easy. It feels well constructed despite being made out of plastic, which is certainly nice. Taking a look at the actual case itself, it's crafted mainly out of soft touch materials with some rubber accents on the sides. It provides a good grip when you're holding it, which is important because we have access to a slim fit iPhone 6 battery case over here. You can see how it's a bit chunkier and also quite a bit thicker, so in addition it's going to add a bit more heft to your iPhone. It feels a bit more the design of the actual case. The materials being used here are soft touch and rubber accents, which makes the device pretty easy to grip even though it has a chunkier size than most other iPhone 6 battery cases. For comparison's sake, we have access to a sharp, slim fit, also rugged iPhone case. You can see how it's a lot smaller in terms of dimensions even though it houses the same iPhone. The ZeroLemon ZeroShock case here almost resembles an iPhone 6 Plus case in size, just because of that extra battery that it needs to be squeezed in. And if we have a iPhone 6 slim fit battery case over here, you can see how it's also a bit larger and also a bit thicker as well. But again, if portability isn't your #1 concern, it still is fairly easy to take with you. It just distracts a bit more from the design and the beauty of the original iPhone. On the side here, there's access to the original camera grill, and on the left-hand side, there's access to dedicated controls for the volume rocker. There's also a dedicated port for the switch for the mute button, and it's protected by a flap to resist any dust from getting in there. And the bottom features the extender for the 3.5mm headphone jack, the lightning micro USB port for charging the device. You can actually charge your iPhone using micro USB directly if you simply plug this into the wall, which is a unique feature of this case. And on the side here, there's a power button that's been labeled. It's very, very tactile and easy to press, and that's it for the design. Believe it or not, this case actually uses a 3-piece kind of finish, which is very complex, but also has a great deal of protection. It combines the best of both worlds of a hard case and also a shock-absorbing soft case, and we will see that as we take the case apart. To do that, we simply take out first the part where the headphone port goes in, and this allows us to actually remove the bumper or the frame from the actual casing. And the bumper is crafted out of rubber, so it's very soft, and you can remove it with a fair amount of ease. And you can see that we can just take it out like so. It's a generic rubber casing here. And on the inside, you have access to the actual battery, which very interestingly is actually customizable and it's actually removable, unlike other battery cases on the market, which means that if this battery goes dead, you can actually order one directly from the manufacturer to replace it. Or better yet, you can actually purchase multiple sets of these batteries and then swap them out on the go. So in addition to being the highest capacity battery case in the world for the iPhone 6, you can actually have more than just one, which is pretty incredible. You can see that here's the battery over here. And on the inside here, in order to actually get to the iPhone, to where we put in the iPhone, there's another layer. We simply open up the sides on the slots on the side, and we apply a bit more of force on the side there, and also on this side. And finally, we're able to open up the overall casing to put in the iPhone. Now, one interesting thing about this case when it's fully removed is that you can see it's almost semi-transparent on the side there, but also there isn't too many rubber accents on the inside, so it doesn't really pad your iPhone in terms of protecting it for any scratches when it's actually moving around, but at least it's pretty firm, so it doesn't bump around too much when it's in the casing. And as you can see here, this is where the iPhone's lightning port will be plugged in. There's also an LED indicator for the battery, so if we put back the battery, we can see that there is a visual indicator telling us how much battery life the device has left out of 4. When the product comes in, it actually comes pre-charged, so you don't need to charge it for the first use. There's a lot to like about the ZeroLemon ZeroShock. If you are a road warrior looking for the absolute best in terms of battery cases, this is one of the better options currently available in terms of the build quality, the design, and the fact that it combines a hot swappable battery that is currently the largest capacity in the world. However, be warned that it does come at a few caveats down the road, and one of that is going to be size. As you can see, this is not a very portable case, so it distracts a bit from the ability to put this directly into a pants pocket or into a jeans pocket. Compared to something like the iPhone 3GS, it's almost comical in terms of the size and how much it adds to the iPhone. Still, again, if you do want that battery performance and that's your #1 objective, a pretty good case to get. You can check out our full review on our website. Thanks for watching this video review here at OS Reviews. This has been our video review of the ZeroLemon ZeroShock 4600 mAh iPhone 6 battery case.